barely see a thing in this dreaded blizzard. We have to land somewhere before it gets any worse. Well, it's no shelter fit for a princess, but it'll have to do for now, until this blizzard passes.
This shelter will soon be your tomb.
What? Who's there?
Who I am is not important. However, what is important is your life, for I am here to end it.
Dost thou even know who we are?
Let's see. Princess Luna, Princess of the Night. Once known as Nightmare Moon, occupation is rising and lowering the moon. Nearly turned Equestria into a living nightmare because of something she created called the Tantibus.
How dost thou know us so well?
Oh, trust me, my dear. I know much more about you. Things you don't even know.
Show yourself!
Very well. I figure it's only poetic to show you the last face you'll ever see again.
A changeling. Figures that are heartless beasts so will try to kill us. But you underestimate us. You monsters. You're like mere target practice to us.
Oh please, save your useless threats, for it's you who underestimates me. Do you seriously think I'm stupid like my reckless sister Chrysalis? No, I've come prepared for you, with an army of my own. If you surrender now, I'll let you live. If not, I'll have no choice but to send my army after you. What's it going to be, princess?
Impressive, but we still don't go down without a fight.
A fight you clearly cannot win.
I'd never surrender to a creature like you!
So be it then. Attack! You put up a good fight, but as reckless as you are, you lost, and will now fall to your death.
Who are you?
My name is Viro. Soon, I shall be Equestria's ruler, once I've ridden every threat that stands in our way.
Can't sleep?
I've got a lot on my mind.
We all do, Sugar Cube. A lot has happened within the past few days. Things we'd prefer to forget, but will never be forgotten.
No pony's mind is as cluttered as mine. Ever since I read the message from Cadence, all I can think about is my one and only niece becoming a victim of those monsters.
You are having trouble deciding on what to do.
Exactly. Both Discord and Celestia stated that all of us need to stick together, but now that I know that Cadence and Shining Armor are in trouble and need me there, I'm stuck, Applejack. What do I do?
Well, Twi, what do you think you should do?
The right thing, but no matter what, I choose the outcome of the situation will end either in guilt or in death. I can't just leave all of you to fend for yourselves. especially against a monster like Vyro. But I also can't just leave my niece to die. She's just an innocent baby. It's going to die if I don't save her. There's nothing I can do. Everything is just wrong now.
Look, I'm not the best with words, Twi, but the best advice I can give you is, do what your heart tells you. I understand that you're going through a lot right now. We all are. Do what you think is the best thing to do. It's like I said before, this evil is going to test us in more ways than one.
If only it were that simple. Alright, Twilight, you can do this. Just concentrate. Ugh. Come on, come on. Well, that's done.
Twilight!
Cadence!
Twilight! Help us!
Cadence! Where are you? Please answer me.
Twilight! Help us!
Cadence! Princess Celestia?
What is it, my dear student?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you. I'll leave.
Something troubles you, doesn't it?
How did you know?
I've known you long enough to know when you are troubled, Twilight. You can't hide it.
I suppose not.
So what is it? What troubles the Princess of Equestria?
Lots of things, my dear princess. The possibility of Vyro now being a danger, hidden in every corner, and something else.
Tell me, Twilight.
I recently received a message from Cadence telling me to come to the Crystal Empire. Apparently, Vyro has infected her as well, and she wants me to come save the baby.
I see. Why are you troubled?
Well, if I choose to go to the Crystal Empire, I know very well that Vyro will take action. I know this is the opportunity he's been waiting for, and if I leave, he'll take over Canterlot. The others can't handle him without me. However, if I stay, my innocent niece will face a horrible death, which is one of the most ungrateful things I can do as an aunt. I don't know what to do, Celestia. I'm caught between my niece and Canterlot.
I understand your position, and just how difficult it is. I had to do something that I will forever regret, but if I hadn't, Equestria would not be the same.
You're referring to having to banish Luna?
Yes, even though it was something I didn't want to do, I had to do it. If I had not, Equestria would be eternal darkness.
Okay, but how does this apply to me?
Think about it, Twilight. Your situation is much like what I had to do. You want to protect your kingdom from Vyro, but an innocent life is on the line. Tell me, Twilight, what do you think is the best option?
Neither. It's not fair.
Let me put this into better terms. Would you rather protect your kingdom, or some pony you love and adore that is unaware of what is happening? Let's not forget, this baby will be a princess when she is born.
So, you're suggesting that I go to the Crystal Empire?
I'm not deciding anything. It's your choice. All I am saying is sometimes certain things need to happen in order for there to even be hope.
I don't understand.
You will, my dear student, in time. Now, it might be best for you to get back to your friends. With all that is going on, they are probably worried.
Right.
Alright, Twilight. What the hey is going on with you? You've been quiet ever since you read that message yesterday.
Nothing, Rainbow.
Don't bother trying to lie. All 5 of us can tell something is bugging you.
Is it really that obvious? Oh, too, darling. We've been worried about you.
So spill it. What's troubling you, Twilight?
I...
Excuse my interruption, Princess, but your assistant's funeral is ready.
Thank you. We'll join you soon. I promised to tell all of you why I'm troubled, but I'd like to attend Spike's funeral first.
Fine.
We understand, Twi. Now let's get ready.
Right. Let's do this.
If any pony has any words to say, please speak now, so we may put Spike to rest.
I do.
You may speak.
Thank you. Spike was a loyal friend. He was kind, dependent, and even though he could be a bit naive at some points, he always made up for his faults. I brought Spike into this world, and out of it, I gained many things. I was admitted into Celestia's school as her protege. I became friends with the ponies that stand before me, and through mixed turmoil, our friendship grew. Spike made all of this possible, and even though he's gone, he's just still with me in my heart. Rest in peace, my loyal assistant, until we meet again someday.
Thank you, Princess. Would any pony else like to say anything before we lower the casket?
I think Twilight spoke for all of us.
Very well. Then proceed to...
Wait!
Yes, miss?
I have something for Spike. Something he gave me many years ago. I believe it's time I return the favor.
The casket is closed, miss.
Surely you can open the casket one more time. This is important.
I suppose. May I ask what it is that you plan to give Spike?
You're willing to give up the fire, Ruby? Yes, it's the most cherished gift from my Spiky Wikey, and I think it's only fitting to give it back to him as a sign of our friendship. You sure about this, Rarity? I'm sure, darling.
Very well, Rarity.
One last thing before you close the casket.
If any pony else has anything to say, we'll proceed to lowering the casket.
You may proceed.
Very well. Lower the casket.
Goodbye, my loyal assistant.
They're coming, Twilight. We need you.
I don't know what to do, Cadence. I can't save you and Canterlot at the same time. Cadence?
Follow your heart, Twilight. Realize the truth of reality. Only then will you know what to decide.
Cadence? Cadence?
Who can you save?
Hold me, Aunt Twilight.
Twilight, what's wrong?
Nothing. It's just a nightmare.
Just a nightmare? I think that was more than just a nightmare. You scared the hay out of us. We thought that Viro had attacked you again.
Twi, you don't have...
No, Applejack. Rainbow's right. That was more than just a nightmare. I felt it was too real to just be a nightmare. Is there something you'd like to tell us, darling? You mentioned that something was troubling you earlier, but you never told us. Ever since I read that note, I've been struggling to make a decision that can decide Equestria's fate.
Why didn't you ever tell us, Twilight? We're your friends.
Because it involves all of you. My niece is in danger in the Crystal Empire, and Cadence is deathly ill. But if I leave all of you to fend for yourselves, I know that Viro will take it as an opportunity to take Canterlot, along with the rest of Equestria. I don't know what to do. I can't decide. The nightmare I had is something that I never wanted to envision, but now it will be stuck in my mind for the rest of my life. I envisioned my niece as Viro, and I'm afraid that my nightmare will become a reality.
Hold on, Twilight. Nightmares are nightmares, not something that can become a reality.
Not true. I had a nightmare one day prior to Spike's death. It was about Chrysalis killing me and taking Canterlot. In the nightmare, she stated that all of you had died, and Celestia had died too. Take a look at what has happened in the past few days. Spike dies, Princess Luna doesn't return, I was corrupted in an attempt to kill all of you, and lastly, Celestia is infected and is slowly dying. That nightmare was a premonition, and now I'm afraid that this nightmare is another premonition.
Oh, that would explain a lot.
In my nightmare, Cadence told me to follow my heart.
And what is your heart telling you, Twilight?
It's telling me to save my niece, but I just can't leave all of you.
Then do what your heart tells you, Twilight.
Huh? I thought all of you wouldn't support my decision. We're your friends, darling. Of course we support your decision. But what if Viro gets you?
Come on, Twilight. What do we look like? Saps? We are aware of the possibilities, but even if Viro does attack, we wouldn't go down without a fight.
I know, but Viro is unlike any other villain we faced. Viro makes Tirek, a magic-sucking tyrant we had to face using a special type of magic to defeat him, seem like a piece of cake. Trust me, girls, Viro is clever and would defeat all of us easily. If I were to go, I can't leave you defenseless. We'd need some pony close to my level of knowledge to take my place.
Ooh, what about that unicorn from the town where every pony is equal? You know, the one from season 5 that's gonna take our cutie marks and make us all sad and gloomy, make Rainbow Dash slower than molasses and make her say, oh, come on, you know, like Sweetie.
Pinky, quit breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, sorry, viewers.
What about that one from the other dimension? Sunset Glimmer, I think?
You mean Sunset Shimmer? Huh? That might actually work. I'll just have to write her a message in one of Celestia's magic textbooks.
You won't be going to the Crystal Empire alone either. You'll need protection yourself, Twilight. If Sunset Shimmer does take your place, I'll go with you to the Crystal Empire.
Are you sure, Rainbow?
More sure than I've ever been about anything.
All right. I can't stop you. Just let me write a message to Sunset, and then we'll wait for her response, while keeping your eyes peeled for Viro.
Sounds like a plan. But can we wait till the morning?
I forgot it was still night. I'm wide awake, so all of you want to go back to sleep. Go ahead. I've got a message to send.
Just be careful.
You too. Been a while since I used one of these. Here I go. Hopefully this works. Now I'd better go back to the others.
Strange. Usually it's me. I wonder what Twilight wants.
Dear Sunset, you must come back to Canterlot immediately. Celestia's dying. One of my friends has been killed, and a clever foe named Viro has caused Canterlot and Ponyville to fall into complete panic. Not much is known about this new foe, except that he's a changeling, has the powers to corrupt minds, and plans to do much worse. I need you to take my place as princess while I tend to other matters that I must attend. You're the only unicorn I know that has knowledge close to mine, and I believe you can protect Canterlot in my absence. Sorry for the sudden message, but Equestria is in danger, and unless Viro is stopped, Equestria will fall to a horrible fate. Please be careful on the way if you do come back. Your friend, Twilight.
Well, I never thought he'd be doing this again.
You think she'll come, Twilight?
I'm not sure. She should have the courtesy to help you, at least, seeing you've saved her world from danger twice. I agree, but I don't know if she's even gotten...
Excuse me, Princess, but there's some pony at the gates. She says that you called her here.
What's her name?
Sunset Shimmer.
Let her through. She's a friend.
Very well.
Sunset!